Just thought I'd do a quick video. I might find it interesting. The boys at the moment are installing an R2800. It's brand new, it's never run before. And so let's go in and see what they're up to, and we're going to follow this right through to it running for the first time. So what you're going to see is a warts and all Rotec R2800 that's never run before, fire up for the first time. And we'll show you exactly what we go through to get an engine to come to life. So here's the engine the guys are installing. They've got all the plumbing hooked up, the TBI, all the electricals, the exhaust system. If you come around here, you'll see that we've recently installed an AFR meter, which is an air-fuel ratio meter, so we can check the lambda or the mixture of the TBI as the engine's running. It's very handy. That's an oxygen sensor that's been installed in the exhaust system. You can see we've got an oil tank that coils up here for ignition. We've got a large servo here to drive the throttle, fly-by-wire, and the mixture control here. We've got we've got an alternator, dual ignition, fuel pumps, and various things in here. This is our test club. You can see how the exhaust works here. Because it's such a hot environment in this booth, even with the big fans going, we have an oil cooler installed as well. Now what the guys are doing is they've got, if you come around here, Sam, they've got a check. Just keep going, Tony, don't worry about us. They've got a checklist here, and what they're doing is they're going through every single parameter and every single installation on the engine, and Ben's already put his signature down, and then Tony will put his signature on top. So that way we minimise any errors on the installation, so we don't leave anything loose, such as an oil line, or we forget something. So that's all good. So I would suggest, guys, in the next, 5 minutes, Ben, would you say, we'll be running it?
Yeah, we're all
ready to run it now, are we?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll come back in a little bit and we'll see how it runs for the first time. The range, you were saying on that side on the video.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're smaller.
Alright, well I've just done the drone.
Yeah, because I thought that, we should be able to see the oil.
Oh, Ben, okay. Ben, go and switch on the master? The master and the fuel, so we'll prime the TBI.
Yeah.
Full throttle.
Okay, leads are all done. No worries, Tony, thank you.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is just turn the master on so we've got live power. Turn the fuel pump on, please, Ben. Is there fuel up there? Is there fuel connected up there? Have gas or
No, just normal 98 at the moment.
Alright, so throttle full. So what he does by making the throttle guide full is he exposes all the holes on the spray bar. Turn the boost pump on, and what we're going to do now is bleed the lines, because the fuel tanks are above the stand here. So we're going to bring it on, and you can hear I've got the primer depressed. Now there's the fuel dripping out there, see? No bigs. Alright, that's good, Ben. Okay, I'll close the doors. Look out. Alright, so first one. See what happens. So you can see our AFR meter's already warmed up and reading full lean at 22.4. Obviously the engine's not running. So I'll close the throttle, keep the mixture at full rich. Alright, full rich on the mixture. Mags are off, fuel is on, scavenge pumps are off, 7-cylinder mode. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crank it for a little while, make sure there's no hydraulic lock, and then I'm going to turn the ignition on, or the mags on, and see if she runs. I'm just going to crack the throttle there, about quarter of an inch, I guess. You should do it, Ben, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Clear. There she goes. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil pressure's coming up. So 400 kPa. Okay, it's very lean here at the moment. Very lean, so probably needs idle, Ben.
Yeah.
So it'll need an adjustment on the idle. So we'll do that now. Okay, so the engine's running, we've got oil pressure, that's fantastic, that's exactly what we want to see. The TBI's idle mixture hasn't been set, so I'm going to go in there now. He's going to get me an Allen key, and I'm going to open that idle mixture screw about half a turn and see if we can't get that mixture, down, that AFR down to about 12 or 13 to 1. This is the beauty of having an AFR meter. We can instantly see exactly where the mixtures are on this engine. So no point in even running it now. I'll fix this up. We'll see if we can get that mixture at idle running a bit richer. Right, so I'm just going to come in here on the side with the Allen key, on the TBI there, with the ball nose Allen key, and I'm just going to open that up. I'm just going to open that up. About half a turn should do it. That should get us pretty close. I mean, it was idling, but it was very lean. Again, Sam, if the customers don't have some means of measuring the mixture or determining what the mixture is, they are purely guessing. There is no way any customer would have been able to work out what the hell this engine was doing. It was just simply running. Righto, so I've opened up the idle mixture screw on the TBI half a turn, and that should get us pretty close. Alright, try again. So, quarter throttle, mags are off, everything else going. Alright, hit the starter motor, followed by the ignition. And there she goes. Now the Lambda is coming into a more of a reasonable zone. Could do with a little bit more fuel, but I'll worry about that once it warms up. As soon as I get this engine running, I normally go straight to 2,000 RPM. First thing I normally check is are both ignition working? So left, yes, right, yes, and it can die. So that's good. So we're going to warm it up at 2,000 RPM. We're interested in the oil pressure. Bolts on the alternator are good. Manifold pressure is good, and the mixture's good. So we'll be back in a minute, and we'll run it a bit harder soon. But that's a great start for this new engine. So what we're doing now is we're running the engine a little bit longer. It's warmed up a bit now, so things have settled. It's going really well. Now you see I've set the idle at about 1,000 revs, because if you go much slower than that, it's hard to detect the mixture because it draws so much air through the valve overlap and it's just running too slowly. But at about 1,100, 1,200 revs, you can set the mixture quite easily on the idle mixture screw. Now what happens when I bring the idle down, you know, it's getting really low now. What am I, 800? Let's get it down to even 600. You can see how ridiculously slow that's idling. That's now 600 RPM. With 3 to 2 reduction on the prop, that's even slower on the prop. I mean, you can literally see the prop turning there. That's fantastic idle. I'll bring the power back up now. That's the mixture there, air-fuel ratio. So 13 parts air to 1 part fuel. So it's been running for a while now, so I'll turn the fan on. Big fans up there come in. So far so good, running really well. Brand new engine, very good. The engine now at more or less cruise power. It's a bit noisy here, so I'm having to yell. But, so what we've got here is the air-fuel ratio meter, which is showing us parts of fuel to parts of air. So at the moment it's 13.5 parts air to 1 part fuel. Now I'm at about cruise power, about 23 inches of manifold pressure. See here. So it's at cruise power. Now if I start to lean the mixture here, see where the mixture control is, you'll see the mixture over here start to adjust. So you'll see it's going to go to 14 in a minute, 14 to 1. And also the bars on the top indicated as well, the LEDs. Now what you'll probably see is a start to be a fade in power at about 15 to 1. Coming in, yeah, just about now. There it is. So it's 16 to 1. it's a little bit lean. You could possibly fly like that, but it's lean at peak. If I come up a little bit, richer, you can hear the engine pick up a little bit, 14 to 1, it's happy there. 13 to 1 is safe. Take a picture of the engine, there you go. Running great. So basically, without the use of this meter, or something similar to that, you're basically using the TBI blind. There's no possible way you can understand what's going on. Without that there, the engine might be running perfectly fine, but you can't really see what the TBI is doing. And I think that's where some customers get into trouble, so they just don't know what's going on. Well, with something like this, you can clearly see what's going on. If you're too lean, or if you're too rich. Now right now at 14 to 1, this engine is as happy as Larry, and will run perfect mixtures all day long. But if I was up around 16, 17 to 1, and you didn't know this and you took off like that, it's very dangerous. You're right on the edge of the lead cut. So my advice, personally, would be you need something like this in your cockpit. I personally wouldn't fly using any fuel system, particularly our TBI or any other metered system that has mixture control, if you didn't know exactly what was going on. Yeah, you can guess it and you can use your ear, but this actually tells you exactly what's going on at an instant. As soon as I change the mixture, it goes richer, right? Now look, I've gone rich, I'm up around 12 to 1. I go leaner, well, now look where I am. You know, I can see it. Now you're going to see the engine really start to quit. Now look how lean this is. Some people are flying like this and they don't know it. This is where you need to be, somewhere around here.